Hey guys, welcome back. In the last video, I talked about cubic functions and how to sketch a graph of this kind of function. The graph looks like this, and the formula that represents the function is y equals to k times x minus b cubed plus c. And if you want to know more details about it, you can check out that video in the link which is in the description below the video. Alright, and in this video I'm gonna show another formula of the cubic function. And the formula is y equals to k times x minus a times x minus b times x minus c, in which the x-intercept are at a, b, and c. So this cubic function has up to 3 x-intercepts. Now let me show you how to sketch the graph. E.g., sketch function x equals to x times x plus 3 times x minus 2. In order to sketch a graph, we first need to find its x-intercepts. And for x-intercepts, function x equals to 0, so 0 equals to x times x plus 3 times x minus 2. So the x-intercept equals to 0 or negative 3 or 2. And we can plot it into the graph. So it's 0, 2, and negative 3. We also need to find the y-intercept. So in order to find the y-intercept, we insert 0 to x, which is just 0. So the y-intercept is also 0, which is at the origin of the graph. And now we can look at which part of the graph are above and which are below the x-axis between the x-intercepts. Let's first test this part, which is below x equals to negative 3. Let's say x equals to negative 4. So it's below negative 3. If we put negative 4 into the formula, we will find out y. And in this case, y equals to negative 24, which is less than 0. So in this part, the curve is below the x-axis. And now we can test the middle part, which is this part. In this part, x is bigger than negative 3 but smaller than 0. And let's assume it's negative 1. So it's bigger than negative 3 but smaller than 0. And we put it into the formula and we will get y. And we will get 6 for y, which is bigger than 0. So in this part, the curve is above the x-axis. After that, we can test the little part between 0 and 2. So let's say x equals to 1, which is bigger than 0 but smaller than 2, y would be 1 times 1 plus 3 times 1 minus 2 equals to negative 4, which is smaller than 0. Thus we know that the curve in this part is below the x-axis. Last but not least, we need to test the part where x is greater than 2. When we insert the number into the formula, we will get y is equals to 18, which is bigger than 0, so the y value in this part will be above the x-axis. And by using all those information, we can sketch a graph. So first, when x equals to negative 4, y equals to negative 24, so it will be around here. By the way, the graph is not in scale. And when x equals to negative 1, y equals to 6, so it's about here. And when x equals to 1, y equals to negative 4, which is around here. Last, when x equals to 3, y equals to 18, which is above there. So the graph will be looking like this. And in this case, we can only sketch the graph of a more general cubic function, so we can't give a very accurate graph, but this will show the shape and the important features. Okay, so I hope you understand how to draw a more complicated cubic functions. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.